Make sure you have some blocks handy if you need them, and some socks or a plate or anything you'd like to slide with. And if there's a wall, also feel free to use that. Find a special place to sit or stand or be where you can just take a few moments to ground. And I invite you to close your eyes here. If you'd like to gently just look down, that's also great. Just wherever you are, just allowing yourself to let go. A moment to find silence and stillness and grounding. Turn your attention inward. Together, let's inhale. Root down through whatever's touching the earth. Can you sit tall, stand tall? Use that root to grow like a tree tall. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, maintain your ground. Breathe here. Just noticing what it feels like to ground and to use the ground to breathe, to find stability and to grow tall from here. We're going to approach handstand a number of times. This will affect each of us differently. It will create a shift, a change, and I just invite you to be open. Be open to the shift and just to watch how you approach the edge and how you approach yourself. This is not just about the shapes we're making, but how we make our way towards them, how we treat ourselves, what we fill the pose with. Use your inhale to breathe opportunity and take a deep breath in, lift up. Open your mouth, exhale. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale. Flutter your eyes open if they're closed. We'll begin to take some circles. On the inhale, squeeze your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, gently roll them down onto your spine. Just waking up with a little bit of shoulder mobility. Once you've taken them backwards, we'll reverse, go forwards. And bring your hands to your sides, and we'll go elbows back and forward. Inhale, chest comes forward, elbows squeeze back. Maybe you even look up, making space across the chest. Exhale, round through the spine. Suck your belly button back. Tuck your chin as your elbows move towards one another. Two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last time like this. Exhale. Good. Reach your hands forward. On the inhale, we're going to pull them back like wings. Bend your elbows back. Almost like you're cactusing your arms. We're also squeezing the elbows back and the shoulder blades together, as if you could hold a pencil between them. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Maybe you bring your elbows towards one another, your hands or your forearms. They don't have to touch. We're rounding through the back here, protracting through the shoulders, so you'll feel your shoulder blades move away from your midline. Inhale, open. Feel free to open up your fingertips wide. Exhale, close. Choose which arm is on top. Either grab for opposite shoulders or take it equal arms. Inhale, lift through the elbows so the shoulders move away from the ears. Suck the pit of the belly towards the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. Reach. Whatever side you chose on the exhale, we'll bring the opposite arm around. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Grab for the shoulders first. Then feel free to stay here. Take eagle arms, whatever's in your practice. Lifting through the elbows to drop the shoulders. Fantastic. Shake it out. Now we're going to bring the fingertips forward, the hands forward. Squeeze and then open. Squeeze and then open. Now faster. You keep flicking your hands almost like they're fireworks or flashlights. Sometimes I like to pretend if it's hot out or I'm working with kids, like my hands are in a bucket of water, but not everybody likes to be sprayed with water. So just being conscious of that. Just keep going. And if you're wondering what you're doing, they should be talking to you right now. We're waking up our extensors. So these are all the tendons and ligaments around your wrist They get activated when you use your fingers. So when you come into balance, you're actually taking the impact off your wrists by using these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Whoo! If you didn't know what they are, I bet you they're talking to you now. I know mine are. If it ever becomes too much, you have lactic acid buildup, you can always bring your arm down, take your knee, gently massage to the forearm. You can move down to the wrist, just applying a little bit of pressure and release. Maybe a little bit of gentle rolls, whatever it is that your body's asking for, just listen and go there. While we're here, let's talk about our wrists. We'll bring them to the sides. You can come to more of a tabletop. We'll rock side to side. Feel free to invite some half circles or full circles in, just finding mobility through your wrists. Now we'll flip the palms up, fingertips to face one another, backs of the hands down. You can either bend your elbows here, but we're going to go to try and straighten, wrap the triceps around. Press into the backs of your hands, look forward, breathe. Now from here, we'll flip the palms down, fingertips to face the knees. Feel free to stay here, sit back a little bit, hips towards your heels. Maybe the palms come up a little bit. Should feel very nice on the underside of the forearms. Good. Now bring the hands back forward. We're going to do a little bit of hand finger push-ups. The first ones we'll go like this. So we're only going to the knuckle where the finger and the hand meet. We'll go for 5. Arms stay straight. 4. If you need less, you can sit back over your heels. If it feels like you can stay, keep your shoulders over your hands. 3, 2, and 1. And now we'll go all the way up to the fingers for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. You can also go 1, and then the other, and 1, and then the other. All right, come to your knees. We're going to do some sass shrugs. We'll take a second off the wrists. We'll do some on our knees first, so we make sure we understand the motion, lubricating through the shoulders as we retract and protract, and then we'll find this through tabletop and plank. So just to remind you what this looks like, a protraction is when we press our hands forward. You'll watch the shoulder blades move away from the midline. So there, your shoulders are protracted, and here, as the shoulder blades come back, they squeeze together. So there's protraction and then retraction. So just try this. Try keeping your arms straight right now. Try keeping your belly button sucked in towards your spine so you're not arching. We're just pressing away and squeezing back. This is really going to help you in your handstand. It's really important to warm up and find some mobility through here. And then reach up. That'll look like this. Or like that. Like this. Or like that. And take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll come to tabletop and do the same thing here. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. And we're going to press out. So round through the back, protract through the shoulders. And now let the chest come through while the spine stays neutral. Keep your arms straight as your shoulder blades squeeze together, as if you could hold a piece of paper. So protract, retract, protract, retract. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take plank pose. We're going to try it there. Step your feet back. Bring your toes high, heels stack over top. Extend through the backs of your legs. Squeeze your butt. Suck the belly button in towards your spine. Now press into your hands. Round through the back. Find protraction of your shoulders. Look forward. Now let the chest drop. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Retract. Protract. Maintain long spine, straight arms. Retract. Protract. For 3. For 2. Last one. Knees down. Shake it out. Awesome work. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alrighty. So if at any point you need to take a break, come off your wrist, feel free to grab some water, do whatever you need to do. You can pause this. I won't be offended. And most importantly, this is about you getting to know your body best and being able to be your own best judgment and to have a good, accurate self-assessment of saying, I need to take a rest, this is enough, or I can keep going, and it feels good and it's safe to keep going in my body right now, so that I'll also be able to show up and practice tomorrow, and then the next day, and the next day. All right, so when you're ready, we'll come back to tabletop. This exercise is a lot of fun. We're gonna be moving from a donkey kick, so we'll start with the right leg. You're gonna bend the knee, we're gonna lift and kick the foot up. So that's the starting position. As you do this, it's going to be like a cat-cow. So we'll inhale. Good. Exhale, squeeze your knee towards your chest and tuck your chin, nose to knee. Inhale, kick, lift, pull your chest through. Look up. Awesome job. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more. Inhale, kick, lift, pull the chest up and through. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more. Keep breathing, keep pressing through your hands. Last time, inhale, kick through your foot, pull your chest up and through. Excellent. Exhale, tuck your chin, round through the spine, squeeze your knee in. Awesome job. Other side. Left foot lifts. Inhale, look up. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Inhale, pull the chest up and through. Exhale, squeeze the knee in. 3 more. Inhale to lift up, kick up. Exhale to squeeze and compress, tuck in. Already working on our compression, on our squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last time, inhale, open. Breathe. Exhale, squeeze, knee towards nose. Good, child's pose, big toes together to touch. Knees wide, sit your hips towards your heels, crawl your hands forward. 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let it go. As you exhale, sink your hips into your heels. Let go through your hands. Feel free to look towards your hands and drive your shoulders and your armpits towards the floor. Go ahead, crawl the hands over to the left. You can either keep your hands here shoulder width apart or stack your right hand on top of the left. Sit back, hips to heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink back. Either stay here, keep pressing into the inside hand, or the option to bend the elbow. Take the hand to the back of the neck, press down through the elbows, you sit back, hips to heels, going a little deeper into the lat and the underside of the armpit, even through the tricep. A few more breaths wherever you are. And gently unwind, straightening through the right hand. Crawl that back through center, all the way over to the other side. Grounding down through the left hand now, either keeping them shoulder width or stacking the left on top. And we'll stay here, we'll take a bend in the elbow. Breathe. 3 breaths wherever you are. Slowly begin to unwind. Straighten through that left hand. We're going to come back to center. Pull through the hands back through tabletop. So we're going to go through that same exercise we just did. And now I'll move into plank. So make sure your toes are tucked. Right side first. Inhale, lift. Lift through the head. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to tuck the back toes. Press into them to straighten through the leg. So it becomes a knee to nose plank pose. As you exhale. Slowly, knee comes down, foot kicks back. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, knee to nose. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come to plank, knee to nose, squeeze. Excellent, you got it. Inhale, chest up and through. Exhale, squeeze, knee to nose, 1 more time. Knee comes down, foot kicks up. Pull your chest through, inhale. Exhale, Tuck your toes, straighten through your leg, around your spine, knee to nose. Now we'll hold here. Notice the protraction in your shoulders. Take your knee, we're going to drop it down to the wrist, look forward. Squeeze it back up like an elevator. And down, and up, and down, and up. Last time, down, and up. Good job. Down dog, kick your foot up and back. We'll take 3 circles with the right leg. Good, right foot down. Come down to your knees. Deep breath in through cat-cow. Look up, drop your belly. Exhale, round. 2 more. Coming back to neutral. We'll now take the donkey kicks from the other side and coming up to plank pose and then our elevators. And again, if at any point this is too much for your wrists, feel free to take a break, stretch them, skip this, come back later. All right, inhale, left foot lifts. Look forward, look up, pull chest through. Tuck your back toes. Exhale, we rise, plank, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, slowly lower, kick your left foot up and back. Pull your chest up and through. Exhale, tuck your chin, come high on your toes, straighten through that leg and squeeze your knee to nose. Slowly come down, 3 to go. Inhale, donkey. Exhale, plank, knee to nose. Inhale, donkey, kick up, look up. Exhale, rise, knee to nose, plank. Last time, inhale, donkey, knee down, kick up, look up. Exhale, press into your hands, straighten your leg, tuck your knee to your nose for plank. All right, squeeze it towards your arm. Find protraction through your shoulders. And now we're going to bring it down to the wrist. And up for 3, for 2, and 1. Kick it back, down dog, circles through the hip. Good. Downward facing dog. Take what you need here. We'll move on. Inhale, come high on your toes. As you exhale, drop your heels towards the left. Hips will come left. Bend your knees. Now you can begin to drum the light on these right hands. As your hips drop, feel free to open up, lifting the hand. Squeeze your elbow back, take a deep breath in. We're going to come to a modified side plank. So I'm going to be lifting through the lower leg. Exhale, straighten. Squeeze the bottom knee into chest. And you can stay right here, or you can straighten through that leg. Always the option to put your knee down if you need to. Breathe, squeeze. Awesome job. Place the foot down. We're going to open up, pull the elbow back, and now we're going to reach the arm forward. Okay, we're going to press into the front foot, this left foot on the ground. Find the outside edge, find your grounded hand, and we're going to take the upper leg and squeeze it towards the arm. Keep reaching this hand out, look forward. You can drag the back foot up, squeeze your knee to elbow. So stay right here, or you can kick out, toes to hands. Slowly go all the way back. Open up, inhale. Exhale, reach, slide, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale, open up through fallen triangle. Exhale, hand comes parallel through foot. Squeeze your knee to your elbow or hand to toe. And down. Last time. Open, reach, squeeze. You got it. Slow on the way down. Good. Come back the way you came. So maybe you float. Bring your knee to your elbow. We're going to kick it all the way back. Good. Knee to nose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes high. Awesome work. We're going to go through a kick switch here. So the left foot's going to be the lead. It's going to be the guide to handstand, while the right foot on the ground is going to be the launch. We're going to be landing in a low lunge up top. Left foot. Inhale, come high on the right toes. Exhale, left foot kicks up. Inhale, come high on the right toes. Exhale, left foot kicks up. Switch through handstand. Slowly, left foot lowers to the ground. Awesome job. Bring the right foot back down. Low lunge. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Knee can be up. Knee can be down. You can even add a few up and downs to build strength. Whatever you'd like, keep pushing into that back foot so the right hip squares off. So that back leg is active to keep your hips and shoulders squared. Good. Inhale, reach. Good. As you exhale, we're going to keep reaching forward. Bring your elbows towards your ears, your chest towards your thighs, so finding some compression here. And we're going to float. Press into the right foot, left foot, float through the right. Find your airplane pose. Good. Slowly bring your hands to the ground. Option here to take a handstand on your way back through vinyasa. So you can hop through a handstand, or maybe you press through handstand. And so just the ability to invite this in to your practice as you move. So I'm going to press through the right side, through a puppy, through handstand. When coming down through handstand, really make sure you pull your chest forward so that your elbows land at 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. In through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. 2 more like that in. Open your mouth, side out. Last time. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. We'll take the other side. Inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, heels come to the right. Hips begin to drop down to the right. Bend your knees. Come light on your left fingers. Feel free to open up or just stretch into that side body, however feels good to you. Maybe reaching feels good. Maybe pulling your elbow back feels good. Take a deep breath in. We're going to launch from here to a side plank variation where your lower leg's lifted, just like the other side. Inhale, straighten. Right knee to chest. Good. Keep it bent or straighten it out. Keep squeezing. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. The foot's going to come down. All right, we're going to open up through fallen triangle. Inhale. Exhale, we'll reach. Knee to elbow or knee to toe. Down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach. Squeeze, knee to elbow or knee to toe. 3 more. Inhale, open, fallen triangle. Exhale, reach, hand parallel to foot. Squeeze, knee to elbow. Last time. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Squeeze, knee to elbow. Awesome job. On the way back, we're going to come slow. Lift through that right leg. Maybe you squeeze your knee to your elbow. Kick it back down. Good. 3-legged dog. Kick it all the way up. Breathe. Really lift through the right heel. Press down through the ground of the foot to kick even higher. We're going to go through a kick switch here, landing in a low lunge. Inhale. Come high on your grounded toes. That's your launch foot. This right foot will be your lead. Exhale, kick. Good. We're going to come through kick switch. Right foot slowly comes to the floor. Low lunge. Gently bring the left foot down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, find your feet. Breathe. Good job. Keep pushing into those left toes. You can always bring your hands to your hip and take the hand, the same side hand as the back leg, and press it into your hip. To send your hips forward and square it off. Awesome. Reach your hands up, squeeze your elbows towards your ears, and we're going to lean forward, finding that compression. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Float. Warrior 3. Straighten if you can through the front leg, otherwise leave it bent and strong. Keep your gaze forward, trying to bring your chest parallel to the floor. Then we're going to bring the hands down again. Option to take handstand through your vinyasa from here. So you can kick, or you can go ahead and press, or you can skip it. Remember, when we're coming down, pull your chest forward to slow down. Squeeze your elbows towards your side body. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Slowly bring your knees down. We're going to come off the hands for a few. Shake it out. Find yourself in a straddle. So just getting into some more mobility and compression here. And then we're going to move into some slides. All right, so straddle doesn't have to be very wide. Mine's barely wider than 90. I want you to think about either lifting and reaching through the hands, or if you have a block, squeezing the block. And we're going to reach. So we're going to actively fold. Side to side and forward. So the goal is that the chest leads if possible, and we want to try and squeeze the block and keep it behind our head. So it's here. Okay, so side, side, center. Hold center for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We're going to go for some little straddle swimmers. And then we're going to do a little bit of shoulder mobility and then get back on the hands. All right, so for these, really think about driving down into the ground through your heels to maintain the kneecaps and the toes facing up. You can either bring your hands to your chest like this, across, or behind the head. I like them here. You're going to tuck your chin, round through the spine, roll all the way down, and then come down so the nose finds the floor or nearby. Wherever your point is, you're going to drag the nose forward, find your length, and once you're at your length, we're going to round. So arch back, lift through the head and neck. All right, so we'll do that for 6. Down, round, 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 round. Drag your nose forward, arch back. Good for 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Good. Shake it out. Bring your hand right behind you. We're going to lift through the hips. Good. Fold forward. Lift through the hips. Press into your hand. Fold forward one more time. Press into your hand. Lift. I'm pressing into the heels. I'm pressing my hips up, down, fold. Good. We'll take the other side. And lift through the hips. Fold. Lift through the hips. Fold. Last time. Awesome. Sit tall. Shake it out. We're almost out of straddle. Save the best for last. So moving into some more compression work. We're going to be squeezing the foot up towards the face. Keep it straight. I like to bring my hands to the sides. If you have blocks, it's a great point for it. Try not to round. Try not to put too much pressure on your hands, but see where you can support yourself. We're going to squeeze the leg up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Middle. You can bring your hands to the center. I still like to support 1 forward, 1 behind. You're going to lift through both toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Fold forward. Okay, come to a wall. If you don't have a wall, you can still do this, but a wall definitely helps. You want your back to be against the wall. We're going to be sucking the lower belly in so the lower back touches. And so sometimes I like to bend my knees to find that connection. Bring your elbows to 90. Awesome. And we're just going to rotate them from the elbow down, through the shoulder and up. Keep your back flat against the wall. Keep your belly button sucked in towards your spine. And we'll go for 6. So 3 more. They don't have to touch. Just notice maybe they're going a little further this time than last. 2 and 1. Good. Shoulders now will be touching the wall in cactus, and we'll slide up and straighten as much as we can. Keep everything touching. Pull your elbows down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Shake it out. Awesome. Feel free to get a drink, to take what you need. Always, breaks are good. I highly recommend them. We're going to get into some slides now. Because I'm in carpet, today I'm not going to be using socks. I'm going to grab for a plate. On hardwood floors or any kind of hard surface, I suggest socks are best, or towels. On carpets, I found plates to be my favorite. Also, metal cooking trays or paper towels or some kind of parchment paper can work pretty well as well. Socks do slide. On carpet provides a little bit of extra resistance to you. And just a note of handstanding on carpets, it's definitely something to be aware of. If the carpet's too squishy, know that your hand, as you press down, the wrist may have an indentation and go lower than you're anticipating, and therefore your hand and wrist may be hyper and overextending. So for a while I never practiced on carpet until I really had no choice, but it's something to really be careful of. You're going to find your limit real quick, and it's also real easy to go too far too fast. So just pay attention to where you are. We're going to start with tuck slides. All right, so come to a plank, tops of your toes if you can. Good. Take a deep breath in, find that protraction through your shoulder blades, look forward. Exhale, squeeze your knees forward. Good, we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, option to float crow. Lean forward, bend your elbows, look forward. Squeeze your knees, maybe you squeeze your feet towards your butt, one or the other. Always the option to do any other moves. Through your salutation, we're going to slide back. Come down, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to go pike. Squeeze in. Inhale. Back. Exhale. Only 2 more. We're going for 3. Last one. Good. Now we're going to squeeze pike in. Come to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment to reground. You're doing a great job. A lot of this is new. So just be stoked on stepping up to the plate and finding new patterns in your body and allowing your mind to open up to unraveling and creating new patterns as well. Just continue to notice how you step up, how you meet yourself at your edge. Please be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Where can you soften while still remaining in your strength and firmness? Let's finish this salutation with a slide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take a halfway lift. On the exhale, we slide back down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, we slide forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we slide back through chaturanga. Bend through the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet slide forward and tuck your pike. You got it, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press into your hands. Lift, press back, slide back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. One more time. Exhale, up through down dog, pike. Squeeze toes to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, press it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, bring your knees down. Sit back, shake it out. Awesome job. Those are no joke. So those slide vinyasas are really fun to incorporate. You can begin to interweave your toe taps, your presses, as you saw some arm balances. So really using the muscles that you're using and the same type of engagement for the squeeze and the lift of the press as you lift through your hips by squeezing the pit of your belly up towards your spine. So you're activating your bandhas and you are understanding at this point what it feels like to use your hands as a stable place to move from. So your hands stay firm, your shoulders stay isolated, and we're really using the core to move here. Really awesome job. If this is difficult, again, be easy on yourself, and it's fun to work up to. We're going to be playing with a lot of other variations of these in the progressions. So yeah, I'm interested to see which ones work best for you and what you end up using regularly for practice. All right, so one of the other ones that I really enjoy that I found is super beneficial to the handstand and the press is this fusion of the tuck and the pike. So one leg's going to be straight and either on the plate or with your sock on the floor in whatever fashion or combination you're using, while the other knee tucks in and squeezes. So we almost is the same position your legs would be in for a 7 or for a puppy press. So this is a tuck pike fusion, a puppy slide, and we're going to do each side. So we're not only thinking about finding compression with the straight leg, but we're also thinking about finding compression with the bent leg. And this is fun because it's definitely a bit of a mind fuck, and I think that's part of this game here is just learning to breathe and to be with yourself one breath at a time, and to just be with each shift as it happens and each little intricacy of moment. Okay, press into my hands. If I press into my hands, I need to squeeze through the fingertips. As I squeeze through the fingertips, I can find more access to the finger pads. By doing that, you can press down through the hands, squaring off, rotating the pit of the eye forward, externally rotating the arm, really extending through the shoulder, and just from there, pulling the hips up. So it's one thing after another, a little chain reaction for you. So I highly recommend just slowing down. All right, so we're gonna move through this puppy slide, come to a plank pose. I'm gonna put just one foot on the plate. So my right foot's gonna be on the plate, left foot's gonna be floating. I'm gonna squeeze my left knee in as the right foot comes in straight. Good, and back to plank. 2 more, squeeze. Last time. Good, you can bring your knees down. Readjust. If you have a plate, we'll switch sides. If you have your socks, we'll switch sides. Again, always the option to go straight into the other side, to add more, to take them away, to skip them all together or modify. So really make this practice yours. That's the most important thing, is that you take these tools into your tool belt and sharpen them and make them part of your sentence and alphabet vocabulary. So if we're in plank, left foot, inhale, left foot stays straight, right knee squeezes in. Exhale back, 2 more, kick back, plank pose. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale back. Last time, inhale, squeeze. Exhale back, good job. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is a burner. Feel free to grab a drink, do what you need to take care of yourself along this journey. We're going through a lot. This might be difficult on your wrists. If at any point you want to go back to any of the wrist stuff we warmed up with, you can put your knee onto your forearm. Feel free to grab your wrist with your thumb and your pointer finger and find some rotations here to shake it out. Make sure you go both ways. Another fun trick I like if you have this mobility in your squat, is to bring your wrist right behind your knees and sit back. And it's a really nice release. Some of my climbing friends taught me back in the day. Awesome. When you're ready, we're going to be moving up and down your mat, practicing some little press walks and toe taps. And from there, we'll talk about just some fun other ways you can access handstand before we begin to cool down with some active core and compression. I hope this is going well for you. And again, feel free to pause, take a break, or come back, however suits you when it does. All right, so come to the top of your mat. Take a bend in your knees. Good. Chair pose. Awesome. Now fold down, reach forward, find some compression. Keep reaching. Hold here. Fold forward. Exhale. Awesome. One more time, bend the knees. Reach forward. Keep reaching to find that compression, chest to thighs. Good, exhale, keep that compression as you fold. So this is what we want to focus on here, is keeping the chest and the thighs. So you'll notice my elbows are bent. It might be different for you just depending on your ratio. So this won't look the same for everybody, even in the slightest. This press will be different for everybody depending on the length of our arms to our legs and our torso. So just know that there's nothing wrong with you if this doesn't work. We're all just made differently, and that's pretty awesome. We're going to press into the hands as I come high on the toes. I'm going to straighten through the arms and tuck the chin. So I'm rounding through the spine, finding protraction in the shoulders, letting the hips stack over top. I feel the weight come into my hands, and then begin to lift. I can toe tap, hop forward. Lean forward, move your hands. Try and maintain the chest to the thighs the entire time. Again, we'll come high on the toes, straighten through the arms, tuck the chin, lean forward. Press, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tap, down. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold down. Press into your hands, lift through your hips. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze through your feet. Good. Inhale. We'll find a squat. Bring your hands together. Elbows can come to the inside of your thighs. Press your hands together so your legs open. Inhale, look up. Breathe. You could always put a block underneath you here if that felt good. Downward facing dog. So we're going to be coming through a kick switch now. It's a half moon. All right, so I'm going to ground down through my right foot, lift through the left. Take a deep breath in, press into your hands. The grounded foot here, the right foot, that's going to be your guide, your kicker, your launch, and the lifted foot will be your guide. Inhale, bend the bottom leg. Exhale, kick the top leg up. Find your handstand float. We'll kick switch the feet here. Left foot slowly comes down. So I'm going to keep extending through both feet and pressing into my hands to slow this lower. Good. Half moon pose. So the right foot never has to touch. You can open straight up from here. It's a really fun place to integrate the handstand. Keep pressing into the foot so much you come light on the hands. Reach through your hand. Take a deep breath in. Good. We're going to bend into this knee. Lower the back foot. Warrior two. Awesome job. Breathe. Keep reaching through your fingers. Looking out over the front. Try and squeeze your legs together. Stay active through the legs. Awesome. We're going to straighten through the front leg. Bend into the back, Skydivers. Stretching through the back side of that front leg. Feel free to come high up on the toes and drive the heel down. Good. We're going to come back forward. Find warrior three. So the toe will face forward. We're just going to float. So it can be through an airplane. Your hands can be back. They can be at your chest. They can be forward, and your leg can be bent or straight, whatever helps you maintain strength. Breathe here. And we're slowly going to bring the hand down. Get opportunity for handstanding or vinyasa. You can either kick here and take your vinyasa, or if you feel to press, meet back in downward facing dog. Remember, if you're coming down through your chaturanga, to come forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Other side. Ground down to the left foot. Inhale, lift the right heel up. Keep kicking your foot up as you press into your hands. We'll do a kick switch here, so the right foot's going to be landing by the right hand into a half moon. Try to float it, maybe even tap it. Feel free to take handstand in the middle through the kick switch if it is there. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, kick. Switch. Slow. Right foot comes to right hand. Half moon pose. Open up. Again, keep pushing into that foot so you can come light on this right hand. Maybe you can bring it up towards your chest. Whatever's in your practice. We're going to take a bend in this front knee. Gently, back foot comes down. Warrior 2. Inhale, spread your hands. Exhale, sink into your feet. Keep squeezing your legs together. Staying active through your core. Take another deep breath in. We'll find Skandasana. As you exhale, straighten through the front leg, bend into the back. Come as low as you need. It doesn't have to be very low. I actually like to keep my chest parallel and pull my hips back to get the stretch more through the underside and back of my leg. We'll move to Warrior 3. So we're going to come forward onto this foot. Make sure your toes are facing forward. Press off the back foot to float. Again, it can be through an airplane so your hands can be back, pressing down to lift through your chest. It can be here with your hands at your chest. Feel free to bend your knee as much as it feels good. Just really focus on your big toe and pressing that in to keep your knee straight. Breathe here. Option for handstand through your vinyasa. Slowly bring your hands to the floor. Again, you can kick and take it from here, or you can press. Meet back in down dog. Maybe you toe tap if you're pressing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then find your chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a child's pose, knees down. Sit your hips back. Come back to your breath. Awesome job. So we're going to come back forward. We don't have much left on our hands as far as practice goes today. We're going to be practicing lowering down and then coming back for some compression on our cool down. So come to your feet. Take a forward fold. I want you to bend your knees. So bring chest to thighs. Then you can straighten from there. So we're keeping this compression like we've been doing. You might want your feet wider. It may even feel good to stack them on top of blocks. So the idea here is that we're going to come high on our toes, lift just enough to try and slowly lower down. So we're going to press into the hands, press into the feet, tuck, 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 just like we did. But now we're going to squeeze, 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 and try and lower down. All right. So I invite you to give that a couple tries. Just slowly trying to lower down. Squeeze your legs towards your arms. Maybe you find that Titipasana float. Press into your hands. lift, squeeze your feet up. Good. Awesome. So take a few here. Just practicing. Lowering down is the first step to pressing up. So it's one of my favorite things to invite in is the ability to keep the hands sturdy and to keep the shoulders stacked over the wrists so that we're not planching forward as we lower down. Awesome. Take what you need here. We're going to meet on our backs. All right. Lift your left leg up. We're going to take a bend, put the ankle over the thigh, and we're going to practice an active compression. So we're going to be bending the right knee to pull ourselves into figure four for 5, 4, squeeze it in, 3, 2, and 1. And I'll straighten that leg and keep it there for 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we'll switch now. Left leg will go long. Bend the right knee so the ankle comes to the top of the knee, and you can bend just to get it in place. And if at any point this does not feel good to you, you can just take a figure four, pigeon pose. We're going to squeeze the knee in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll take through the legs straight. Squeeze. Squeeze. Last one. Good. Unwind. We're going to bring our feet to the floor. We'll take 3 bridge lifts from the center. So press into your feet. Squeeze your butt as you thrust your hips up for 3, for 2, for 1. And now we'll do that with one leg 3 times. You can move the opposite foot to center. I'm going to lift my right leg first. Press into the foot in the ground, and we're going to press the foot, lift it up. For 3, for 2, for 1, switch. For 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Awesome. This next exercise you can either do with your hands by pressing into your foot, your knee, as you squeeze it back, while the opposite foot's going to float. So it would either be here, or if you have a block, grab the block, bring it to the top of the knee. You don't want your knee to come past your hip. We're going to bring an elbow to the block. Reach the opposite hand forward for the toes. Squeeze. So we're either pressing against the knee as it squeezes back, or we're squeezing the block for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to twist. So we'll take the block, bring the opposite elbow to the block, or the opposite hand and knee. Now your opposite hand and leg reach long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Switch sides. Block will come to the opposite knee. Extend your leg forward. Take the same side first. Elbow to block. Reach your free hand for your foot. Squeeze in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll grab for the block. Bring the opposite elbow to the block. Hand reaches long. Squeeze, twist, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whew, good job. Feel free to bend your knees. Windshield wiper your legs, side to side. We're going to move through some tuck, pike, straddle, skydivers now. So these are some modifications of boat pose and locust pose. All right. Lift through your feet, reach through your feet. Good. Breathe here. Awesome. So we're going to go down, tuck, knees come in. Pike, reach for the straight toes. Straddle, open your legs, reach through. Good. We're going to go back, roll to the belly, skydiver. So you're lifting up through the chest, reaching back through the hands, lifting through the feet, squeeze. Return to your back. Good. Hands long, feet long. So in this hollow body shape that you could rock in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck. Pike, straddle, skydiver, roll to your belly, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over. Good. Rock. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whoo! Are you on fire yet? Awesome work. Awesome, awesome work. Rock and roll up and down your spine. Come to a seat. Now rock and roll to your feet. And we're going to go back and rock and roll to our hands. Hop, press. Take an inversion of your choice. Wait in child's pose. Lift through your hips, crawl your hands forward, find a puppy pose. Stretching deeper into the shoulders, maybe looking towards your hands. Slowly come all the way down. We'll come through a T into the arm. Take the opposite hand, bend it towards your nose, and we'll take that upper knee. We're going to press into the hand and open up. So we're pressing into the grounded hand, twisting down so the shoulder remains on the floor. 3, 2, slowly back through center. You can stay here, you can bend your elbow. Go slow. Really drive your shoulder towards the floor. It's not about how deep you twist. Other side. Nose, fingers come towards your nose. Begin to roll into the hand that's flat on the ground like a T. And we'll take a bend in the upper leg, start to step it back behind you. So we'll slowly come back to center. And feel free to bend your arm, recommit. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a cobra, upward facing dog. Awesome job. Press yourself back. Great job today, integrating handstand into your flow. I hope this has been fun for you. So you can feel free to stop here, to pause. I'm going to offer a few more places to play, and I invite you to make sure you cool down as much or as little as you need and you take care of yourself. So as we're lowering down, one of my favorite things to do has been